Hey, so I'm back again with a little channel, a little chatter. And today we're talking about grief, but not like the grief that we always hear about when someone is gone, but more so grieving someone while they're still here. Channeled a few messages earlier. I didn't make note of them, so I hope they come back to me while I'm sharing this message. But it's also a video that I saw the other day when I was opening TikTok, and it was about a woman, a young girl, a girl, um, whose mom was just, not the best to her. And that's also another form of grief that a lot of people experience that's not widely spoken about, whether it's from your parents or a lover, just trying to navigate grieving someone while they're alive, whether it's you grieving the lack of relationship, the relationship that once was, or you grieving the fact that you want something but you cannot have it because your idea of what a relationship looks like with this person is not does not compare to how they treat you. And the thing about grieving someone while they're still here is it's so heavy because you can touch it. It's almost like an iron that's hot. It's right there. You can touch it. Opposed to grieving someone that's gone, it's like you can't touch it. It's not there. It's no longer tangible. You know, you can't just walk up to them. You can't go knock on their door. You can't call their phone. But with grieving someone who is alive, like I said, whether it's a parental figure, an old friend, or an old or ex partner, ex lover, you may have their number. You may have their socials. You may know where they live. And that constant desire to want to go fix, repair, make right, just see, feel, touch, hear, be a part of, it may be even heavier than knowing that someone is gone and you cannot reach them. If this is your first time tuning in, my name is T. This is a little channel and a little chatter where I share channel messages as well as just chat, chat, chat. And thank you for tuning in. But yeah, it's such a heavy thing, and it isn't widely spoken about because, we live in a time where, or just in general, people want you to, the person is gone, they're gone. You lost them, you lost them. They out your life, they out your life. Out of sight, out of mind. And sometimes you want to put that armor on and be that way. You want to put on your cape and fly away and say, yeah, they're gone. I'm gone. But the heart does not always respond that way. What's the book? I think it's a book that people keep telling me to read. I think is The Body. Remember, so the body keeps score. The body is keeping score. That's why we trauma bond with people. That's why we have trauma. That's why we have triggers. Yeah, I'm back. But I remember growing up, I would always hear the heart wants what the heart wants. And I feel like that phrase a lot gives us an excuse to make foolish decisions, to put up with things that we don't deserve, to avoid setting boundaries, to give in to temptation, to receive treatment that is not required any longer. And when we talk about grief, I feel like it's a lot mental, but also a lot physical. And the mind controls us. So we have to be in a state of constant reminders. I'm channeling that. And if you think about the word remind, Reminder, the operative word for me right now is mind, reminders. So you constantly have to remind yourself, remind your body, remind your heart, remind your literally your nervous system. I understand you desire the presence, the company, the voice, the comfort, the it might be even the abuse. Because the thing is when you're so used to receiving something, it's what your body gets used to becomes normal. So now you have to remind yourself that this is no longer safe. This is no longer what I need. This is no longer what I want for myself, because you might still desire it, because just because you get rid of the poison doesn't mean you don't desire the poison. Somebody says that's why you go to rehab. I'm done doing drugs, I'm done drinking. Yeah, you can be done. That does not mean that the desire leaves you. It means you have more self-control. It means your willpower is bigger than that thing. And when you are grieving someone who is here on this earth, your willpower has to be bigger than them. Your desire to receive comfort from them, your desire to want their approval, I'm hearing, and appreciation, I'm hearing, it has to be bigger, especially if there was abusive nature, whether it was verbal, physical, patterns, whatever. If you know it's not healthy for you, because we're not going to talk about simple relationship stuff, whether it's parental, friend, or lover, not regular relationship, not ebbs and flows, not, arguments down, highs and lows. I mean, like abusive things or whatever. You may have a boundary. Your boundaries keep getting crossed, and you're making the decision to stand up for yourself. And it's not easy. So you do grieve. And some people might think, well, you're the one who walked away. Why are you grieving? Because it still makes you sad. And that's okay. You're the one who did XYZ prior to that. Why are you grieving? Because you're human, and that's okay. Well, they treated you like this, so why do you care? Why are you grieving? Because it's still hurting you, and that's okay. Because I still desire their presence, and that's okay. Because that person, I still love them. And now I have to remind myself that is not someone safe to love. And I can leave them in love with love, or maybe not even in love, because we have to let go of this thing where it has to be pretty or clean. When you think about withdrawals, when you think about somebody actually rehabbing themselves from an addiction or something, it's not pretty. It's not pretty. It's messy. It's scary. It's your body literally goes through a traumatic experience, and it's not fun, and it's painful, and it's downright, it makes you angry, and you have to spew all of that. But you also go through steps, and you have to come to the realization of what is causing you to desire something that's not good for you, even if it is a parental figure, which I think might be one of the hardest ones, because I didn't ask to be here, is what you're thinking. I didn't ask to be born to this person. But why are they treating me like they hate me and I'm such a huge part of them? That has to be one of the biggest things to struggle with mentally. And I think that people who have never experienced that they cannot wrap their mind around it. So you even trying to explain that to someone else who had a different upbringing or a different relationship with their parents might just feel like talking in circles, or somebody consoling you with no true understanding or no true care, because they don't understand how much this weighs on you. I'm channeling a love you wanted but couldn't get, a love you deserved but never received, is what I'm channeling. And that's truly what it is when I think about it. And I'm channeling you have to find the love in you. Your love, your love, your love is in you. The love is in you. The beauty is in you. You can't keep chasing something unattainable. So grieve. Now's the time. I keep talking about the transition of seasons because that means so much to me. Take the time to grieve. Let it be painful. Let it be downright torturous, because sometimes that's what you have to go through. But there's another side of that. And sometimes we grieve for longer than we expected to. And it's not fun. It's not fun because you miss that person. When I'm talking about friend or lover, maybe even parent, I don't know, but you miss that person, you miss that bond, you miss that interaction. And what about that thing that you said that night that we were talking? What happened? Why? Why didn't you mean it? You have so many unanswered questions. And like I said, if it was someone that was dead and gone and buried, or just, deceased, fine. But this person, you can find a way to reach them. I just want to know. I just want to know. And maybe you'll never know. I don't want this message to be too long today, and it's reaching my, and maybe you'll never know. And you have to sit with that. And you may have to sit with that. But okay, the ending of this message got chopped and screwed in a very weird way. So a lot got cut off. I do apologize. But I'm going to leave it here. Take it how you feel. I hope it resonates. And I think I'll follow up with another message, like a part two. I'm not sure. It depends on how the Holy Spirit leads me and guides me. Be safe.